Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning. My name is Hannah. This is a channel about cross stitch. I did that intro correctly. Last 2 weeks ago, was not my usual intro. It was a while since, I feel like it had been a while since I had made a video. I don't know. I'm back in my regular location. The light up here is really bright, sorry. This is the light. Which is, we can't figure out how to get it back on. So that's where we're at right now. We've taken it off before, but we can't remember how to get it back on. So we had to change a bulb. We don't have to change bulbs very often because we have LED bulbs or whatever, and so they last for a long time. But when they do go out, we have to figure out how to take that off, and then we can never remember how to get it back on. So that'll be a job for another day. Anyway, I have 4 WIPs to show you. I know. I have, 2 WIPs and 2 new starts. So, and then I've got not quite a bit. I've got a little bit of haul. And some things I forgot to show, one thing I forgot to show last time. So I'm going to do all of that today. So anyway, the first thing that I'm going to show, because it's the thing I'm working on, we all know it, we all love it, it's the Ferret. So yes, we're getting into WIPs right now. It is the Ferret. So it is by Cottage Garden Samplings. That is what it will look like. Obviously not using the called for fabric because it's hard to find. And I don't care that much. So there's a needle minder still on here, but we're going to go with it. Here is what it looks like at the moment. So I have a lot done, people. I'm almost done. You'll see I started this red here. I was going to do, I did all of this first, and then I did him, and I finished him, and I was like, great, let me start on the house. Well, I started on the house, I did all of this red, and then I ran out of that color. So I was like, okay, so I have to go get that color. Didn't have time the day I ran out because the store was already closed. There was no going to the store. So then I was like, fine, I'll just work on this over here, and then I'll do whatever else in the house needs to be done. So all of the house except for the red is done. And then this whole green part here is done. So now I'm just finishing up this green part here, and then I'll do the flower, and then I have to do all the pollen. I've started on some of the pollens, as you can see, but me and pollen don't get along. So, so I stopped working on the pollen and I started on everything else. But yeah, so here we are. He's almost done. He's really pretty on this. This is 32 count Jennifer by Grace Notes Fabrics. And then after he's done, I'll start the bear. And as I've said before, I am tissue boxing these. So as I finish one, I will start another one. So the bear will start on, I'm doing him on Sarah. Well, I'm doing all of the summer on Sarah. Here is the comparison photo. Sarah by Grace Notes Fabrics. And, I didn't bring a bag up here for it. I was like, where did the bag go? I didn't bring one. Because I'm currently working on it. So there's that. Okay. The other WIP that you all have seen is in my Chibi Pennywise bag. So you all know what this is. I don't have a cover photo for it because it's a mystery stitch along. And this is the Supernatural Sal by the Witchy Stitcher. Also done on Grace Notes Fabrics. There's a theme. And here is where it is now. So I think last time you saw it, I hadn't done the fairy because this past Friday we got the fairy. The week before that we didn't get anything because it was an off week. It was the last week of the month, so we don't get anything on the last Friday of the month. So we got the fairy this past Friday, and I was actually away on my little anniversary trip with my husband, so I didn't get her done until I started her on Sunday night, and I got her done on Monday. And I opted, there was 2 colorways for her skin. There was like a brown kind of colorway, and then there was this gray colorway, and y'all know me. Couldn't go with the normal skin tone color. So I went with the gray. I think it's so much better. Yeah, I think it looks really good. I'm really excited about it. Yeah. As you can see, off topic, I did my nails again. They are a different color. So I was getting in the fall vibe. I think next week, this weekend I'm probably going to redo them because they're starting to get like really long. Not really long, but like the growth. So I think I'm going to go back to a pale pink, but like shimmery this time. I don't know. We'll see. I've got a lot of colors. It's kind of a problem. I actually recently like basically tossed all of my regular nail polishes because I don't use them and they're so old and disgusting, like nobody wants them. Here is the comparison photo. So I wasn't going to give them away, partially because you don't really want to give away nail polishes unless it's like family, just because you could give away a nail polish that has like bacteria. You don't clean them. I don't know. I wouldn't want to give away. I don't really like going to the salon because of that. Like, I don't know. It's not clean. So I basically tossed like all of my regular nail polishes, but I still have all of my dips, and then I have some gels. So I have a problem. I don't do my nails really, but here we are. I didn't do them for like years, and then before that I did them for years, so yeah. Okay, so now we've got some new starts. And I have new starts because I had open spaces in my no new starts. So if you all recall, if you've been watching me for a while, you all will recall at the beginning of this year, I finished the Christmas Classics Sal by Story Stitches, and that was a small. So I've had a small space available because I don't really do very many smalls, so like it's hard for me to find a small that I want to start. So I found a small that I wanted to start. I think I showed this recently in a video, because I just bought it. And I know I had said, like, I'm not planning on starting it, but I did. So this new start is Candy Corn and Pumpkin by Stitches by Ethel. And I actually know Ethel, so it's really fun. She's in one of my stitching groups. So we have talked. She is a threaded wren. And here is, hold on, wait a minute. It's not that big. I just have a lot of fabric because, you know me, I don't cut to size. Here is the start on it. Super cute. Weirdly, there's no black in this pattern. That is 33.71. So it looks basically black. Like, it's very hard to tell that it's not black. And this fabric is 32 count, Not Another Sampler, by BeStitchMe. It was a fabric of the month from one month. I think it was September. No, maybe it was August. I don't remember. I have no idea. I think it was August because I think I have September's in this bag over here. Sorry, I have something stuck in my throat. So yeah, that's my little start. So it's actually a lot done. That was one day of work. It was a lot done. It's a very quick, it's small. And for me, smalls are like punies, right? If you know me, I think that medium-sized projects are small. So, like, this Ferret is considered a medium, but in my opinion, it's a small. Because anything that can take me like 2 weeks to finish is small. Like 2 weeks of consistent work, you know? If I was working, and I kind of am, on that, except for these, if I was working on that like consistently with no stoppage, like no working on other projects, it would be done pretty quickly. This would probably be done in a week, if not like a working week. So, and there is no comparison because y'all haven't seen it before. And then this one, what else did I finish that had a spot? I don't remember what this took the place of. Hold on. Let me check, because it's in my album. I just can't remember. So this took the spot of, oh, my Cross Stitch Nation that I just finished. Because Cross Stitch Nation was considered a medium, and this is also considered a medium. Now I don't have a physical cover photo, so I will pop it on the screen here. This is called Greyfriars Bobby, and I have talked about this before when I showed the pattern when I bought it. This is very much meaningful to me because my mom is Scottish. My grandparents lived there. I basically grew up there over the summers. When I was a kid, we would go over there every summer, and I would walk by, the statue, and so I know where Greyfriars Bobby is. I walked past that spot all the time. Yeah, so it's very meaningful to me, and plus, you all, wish you had a dog that was that loyal, right? Everybody says, oh, my dog's very loyal, but, come on. I don't know if any dog could be as loyal as Greyfriars Bobby. Yeah, so anyway, here is my start on it. I know I'd said I was going to start this next year, but, it's been calling to me, so I started it. This fabric is also Ojon, just like, oh, did I say? The fabric for the Supernatural Sal is Ojon in 40 count, and this is Ojon in 32 count, I think. Yeah. A big, giant piece of 32 count. It's I think this is a whole half. Yeah, this is a whole half. So, I got a lot, and this is not going to take up that much of the fabric. So, I will have extra. But of course, me being me, I have not cut to size, because I very rarely cut to size. I'm always scared I'm going to cut it wrong, so I just don't. And if I need to, use more of this fabric for another project, I will. I will just do 2 projects on, as we know, I have one project that I have 3 or 4 projects on, or one piece of fabric that I have 3 or 4 projects on. So I have no problems putting more than one project on an uncut piece of fabric. It's just the way I am. But yeah, this is also, I believe, one day of work. It's basically all black. I did mostly just black. I did add the white in, but the black was my main focus. It's just because it's so quick. So that's that. And again, no cover photo. No comparison photo. Because I just started it. You've never seen it before. I do have to remember to put the cover photo in though, so there's that. Okay, that's all my WIPs. If you're only here for WIPs, this was a short video for you. If you're not just here for WIPs and you want to see haul and stuff, here we go. So the first thing is not haul, it is a Stitchy Kindness that I totally forgot to show, I think, in my last video. And I know that she showed them in her video, and a couple other people have showed them. I think Heather showed hers. Anyway, a friend of mine named Megan, you know her as Wide-Eyed Stitcher here on Flosstube. She is in a stitching group with me and a bunch of other people, the Threaded Wrens, and she made us these cute birds, wrens? I guess we're calling them wrens. They are pin cushions. I'm not using mine as a pin cushion because I don't sew. But it is a cute, just decoration for me. I have it in my stitchy corner on my cube thing where all of my stitching is. So he sits on top of there. This goes really well with the color scheme. So yeah. Love this. Super cute. It's beautiful too. She did such a good job with this. The stitching is beautiful. Yeah, it's just really good. So Very cute. So thank you for doing that for us. I just completely forgot last video. Okay. The next thing I'm going to show is, whoop, sorry, I know, I just touched you. I just touched him with this bag and he freaked out. I know. Okay, so go down. You're okay, I promise. I promise. I give you two. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to show you is a piece of fabric that I bought because of Heather. So, and I think she even said something about being an enabler in her last video. Well, here we are. She is Charm City Stitcher, if you have not watched her. Obviously, Grace Notes Fabrics, they are Grace Notes Stitchers. I don't think I have to say that at this point. Everybody who watches me knows, like, they are, like, my best friends. So, here we are. But, Heather showed this in her last video, and as soon as she held it up, I had to buy it. And luckily, it was still on sale. So, Heather, you suck. Nah, I love you, girl. But it's this. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Heather. This is the September fabric of the month from Dying for Cross Stitch. Yeah. She showed this, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, that would be really good for a style that I want to do. Dang it. Yeah. So I bought it. This is a 40 count. Just a 40 count linen. I don't think it's on sale anymore. Sorry, you can't buy it anymore. I think I got it on like the last day it was up. It was like the very beginning of October. Like the first, I don't know, it was like as Heather put her video up. So it might have even been like Monday. 2 days ago. I don't know. It was, or Sunday. I don't know. Whatever day she put her last video up, I bought the darn fabric. So, I'm going to use this for, there is currently a sale happening by Olivia and Lee Studios, the Hocus Pocus sale. And I have not started it because it is large and I don't have a spot for it. And I said I wasn't really worried about it. I do want to do it, and I'm going to put it on this. So, this is like perfect. I mean, look at that modeling. It's so cool. It's basically perfect for that sale that I am not selling. I'm just going to work on it when it is completely finished. Which I think it's almost finished. And I've decided I'm going to put that sale in this bag because I have to. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I was right. It is September fabric of the month. So it doesn't have a name, and you can't buy it anymore, unfortunately. But you can buy their October fabric, which I have looked at, and I don't think I need it. I wasn't even going to buy this. We'll wait until Heather shows up the October shows up. We'll wait until Heather holds up the October fabric if she buys it, and then I'll probably buy it that day. So, I'm only enabled. Well, that's not true. I am an enabler, but I'm very much enabled by very specific people. Sorry. Okay, and then the other bit of haul that, oh my gosh, hold on. I'm making a mess. Okay. The other bit of haul that is stitching related, because there is a not stitchy related bit of haul that I want to show, is from Farmhouse Flossies and such. I know I messed that up last week, 2 weeks ago when I said that. I don't know what was, my brain's not working, but it's working today. This is Cindy. She, dyes floss. She has a Facebook group. If you are not part of the Facebook group, why not? I love her floss. I have now every color that she has, and she's great. She knows why. So I did buy. I got a whole bunch of other new colors that she just released. So I'm gonna go through them. There's not a whole bunch. This time I can actually like show them and say the name of them. So this is one that you can't necessarily get. It's kind of a one of a kind. When she posts it, like, you have to snag it because she can't recreate it. It is called Cleanup Crew. There are a bunch of different Cleanup Crews. Basically what she does with Cleanup Crew is she, at the end of the dyeing, at the end of the day, when she's done with her dyeing, she gets, you know, like a 20-yard little hank, and she soaks up, or I guess it's maybe more than that, but she gets a hank and she soaks up all of the, like, dye that she has laying out. And so it creates just whatever mishmash of colors. This one looks very much like it was a mishmash of, like, fall colors, like candy corn and stuff like that, because I have all of those colors, and this definitely looks like it's got some candy corn in there. But like I said, you can't necessarily buy this one just like again, because she can't recreate those colors. Now these ones she can. So this one is called Dirty Little Pumpkin, and it's got that kind of orange brown kind of tone to it. This one's Tomato Soup. Tomato Soup. That is pretty much like a perfect description of this color. We have, this is so cute, Old Santa's Beard. That's so pretty. It's just like a beautiful gray. Harvest Time. I like this one. It's not my favorite of all of them. Like, I love all of them, but I have a definite, like, favorite of this batch. But this one is Harvest Time. And then we've got Cashmere, which is not quite as gray as Old Santa's Beard. You can see the difference. It's a little bit more blue. This is Cashmere. This one at top is Old Santa's Beard. So it's a little bit more on the bluish side. And it's got less variegation. Like, less dark variegation, I should say. And then we have Hydrangea. This one's beautiful. I mean, they're all beautiful, but this one's really pretty. So, and then my personal favorite is called Fall Foliage. Look at that. So pretty. Yeah, just beautiful. And then I also got, this is a color I already had, but I needed more of because I think I showed this. I know I showed this in, I think, my last video. This pattern, oh, Kathy, if you're watching, don't look. This pattern, I don't think she's gonna watch it, but whatever. So we all know I'm doing this one at some point. It's large, so I can't start it this year. At the end of the year I can start it, but it is large. But I got, and it was funny because Heather said this in her video, and I was like, oh, I'm doing it on the same fabric as you, because we both got our BeStitchMe fabric of the month, which I think I showed this last time too. It's called Sand Dollar, and it's like basically perfect. It's got a little bit of hints of blue in here. Yeah, it's a very good, like, beachy kind of color. And so I'm going to do that crab on this fabric, and I owned this color already from Cindy, Farmhouse Flossies. It's called Ocean Waters, and that is going to be just beautiful. So I needed to get 3 more skeins from her to be able to do it. So I got all 4 skeins to do the crab on here. So I'm going to do that crab with this color. Super excited. It's going to be so pretty. I'm so excited. Like, it is a beautiful color. And it's so fun to see the difference between just each skein. it's not completely the same in each skein. It's really fun. And it's funny because you can tell which one I got like separately, because this is not on a Farmhouse Flossies like thing. This is. So this was the first one I bought, and then I was like, I need 3 more. So she sent me 3 more with my last order. So at some point I will start this. I'm really excited to start it. I think I'm really just excited to start it because I can't wait to use these. I have used her colors. I've used one of her colors before. I just don't have very many opportunities right now because I'm not starting a whole bunch of stuff at the moment. But I will be able to start digging into these as I start new things. And I have another project that is very exciting that I'll be starting probably at the end of the year. And I should have the fabric for it for the next video. So I can't wait to show you. Okay, if you're only here for stitching stuff, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. I do have one more bit of haul that is not stitchy related, but I'd love to get it out there. So I was at my stitchy retreat I've talked about with, you know, a few friends, Carla and her sister Cindy, Allison, Corinne, Colleen, yeah, that gang, Samantha. So I was there with them, and we were all chatting, and I know Cindy has her business, Corinne and Colleen have their business. Well, Allison, who is Sherry's daughter, has a business as well. And I was like, let me get in on that, because obviously I need to be in on all of my friends' businesses. So she does, I don't know what to call it. There is probably a term for it, but I don't know. So she does these. She does printing, I guess is what you would call it, on surfaces. Doesn't have to be a tumbler, but I have a few mugs downstairs that I just forgot to bring up here, and I also forgot to show them in my last video, maybe later. But she made this. Now, she didn't make the mug, like the mug was already pre-made, and then she put the picture, the outside on it. Very much me, who's surprised that I have a gnome mug. I mean, tumbler. Anybody? Is anybody surprised? No. So that's one of them. Ooh, I just moved the camera. Okay. Here's the other one. This is very eclectic, I know. I go from this to this. But I am a sucker, as we know. I'm a sucker for Jack and Sally. So when I saw she had this, I was going to get, Carla in her most recent video showed one of hers that she bought, and it is the cake pop like Jack and Sally, and the Oogie Boogie Man. But I saw this one and I was like, ooh, I love that. So it's kind of like Candy Skull inspired. Very out there, very eclectic, very me. So I love that. Sally looks so cool. Jack looks so cool too, but I'm a sucker for Sally. Anyway. And then the last one I got, that I'm currently using at the moment, sorry, this is part of me using it, is this dog mug. And yeah, I love this. It's so pretty. So I've currently been using this one, although I'm going to switch over probably to the Jack and Sally one here because we're in October, and I'll probably wait to use the gnome one until it makes more sense like in the summertime. But yeah, so that is on Facebook. Allison has a group. It's called Bendel's Boutique. I'll link it down below in the shops I shop at. Well, I guess small businesses I shop at. It's really actually just friends. That whole list is like friends of mine. So I'll link her down below, her Facebook group. So if you would like to shop it, please do. She's great. She's super quick. She does videos, like lives and stuff. Oh, I forgot to bring, oh, I have them. Hold on. I do have a few other things that I bought from her. One of them is downstairs, but I bought a whole bunch of these little chapstick holders because I am a chapstick kind of junkie, so I bought a whole bunch of these because I was like, oh, I could have these on so many things. Like I could put this one on a bag, I could put this one on my keys, you know, I have them everywhere. And I bought this, it's so cute, this cute cow keychain. It even says cute cow on it. Yeah, I love this. It's very cute, so I had to buy that because I don't know, I just loved it. I thought it was the cutest thing. And she had a couple of them, but she was doing a live and I missed it, so I was watching the replay and I messaged her. I was like, I'm watching the replay, I promise. I didn't even notice you were doing a live, but I also wouldn't have been able to watch the live when she was doing the live, so I just watched the replay, and all the things that weren't taken that I wanted, I just messaged her with, I took screenshots. I was taking screenshots of everything, and I sent them to her. I was like, whatever you have of all these things, still send them to me. So this was one of them, and I loved it. So yeah, that is Bendel's Boutique down in the description box. She'll be linked. It's a Facebook group, so if you're not on Facebook, I don't know how that works, but if you are on Facebook, go check her out. The last thing, and it's probably the most exciting thing. If you are not on Facebook, or you don't watch the Grace Note Stitchers, then you have missed the best exciting news ever. They are having a retreat next year, so we are doing, I say we, they are, I'm part of the planning committee, so I say we because I feel like it's kind of a group of us, but we are hosting Grace Notes Stitchers, well, Grace Notes Retreat, and it will be in Pennsylvania next year. I think, guys, is it August? I really should know. It's in my calendar. It's been in my calendar for weeks. I've known about this since I came back from that small retreat, and I haven't been able to say anything. So here we are. Let me just double check on the dates because watch, I'm going to say something and it's going to be completely wrong. Yeah, August 10th through the 14th. So it starts on the 10th, the evening of the 10th of August of next year, and it goes till, I think, probably about midday on the 14th of August of next year. So it is what did I say? Is that Wednesday or Thursday? I think it's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday through Sunday. Super exciting. There will be a sign up. It has not happened yet. This is just kind of pre-information to let people know, to plan, whatever. There will be a sign up. There are 150 spots. I'm just going off of everything I know that we talked about, plus that she's told us post or in chats and things. There are 150 spots. It is first come, first served. So whoever signs up first, they'll get that spot. You have a week to pay the invoice, and if you do not pay the invoice by the deadline, it will go to the next person on the waiting list. So, you know, it is what it is. Super exciting. There will be a room block as well. That information isn't up yet just because they don't book this far in advance. They do book for the event, but they don't book the rooms yet, so we don't have the room block yet. We will, once they open that thing. We have already talked to the hotel. Well, I haven't. Corinne did. So I take no responsibility for any of this. I have not. I helped her come up with ideas, but she's done all of the work. So it's really her baby. But I'm super excited to be a part of it. So thank you, girls, for letting me be part of the planning committee. I'm so excited. There's going to be, they will be the shop on site, obviously. It will be only Grace Notes fabrics being sold, fabric-wise, as I'm aware. And then there will be a couple of other things, because we know they sell more than just fabric. She didn't say it in her video, but I feel very comfortable saying it. She did say it, but she didn't say my name. Now I can say, the reason why I am now really focusing on these is because I plan to have them completely done, finished, framed, everything, and at retreat next year. So I just want to get a move on, make sure I have enough time to frame them all and do all of that. I probably will frame them myself, probably. They can go in a pretty generic sized frame. So I think it's going to go in an 8x10 because it's a 7x9, so it'll have about an inch. So yeah, so I'm going to get these done and ready to show at retreat, hopefully to, like, you know, entice folks to buy fabrics for that series if they haven't started it yet. Yeah, so I'm super excited. I hope that everybody puts it on their calendars. I can't wait to meet people. I know I've met a bunch of people at, like, other retreats at Steel City. I'm going again in 2023. I'm going to Steel City, so if you're going, I'm super excited. I am not going to StitchCon next year. I have enough retreats now in the books. I now have 3 retreats I'll be going to: the Steel City retreat, Grace Notes retreat, and our little Hemmed In retreat. So super excited about those. Hemmed In is not a retreat that you can, like, request to go on. That is just a little group of friends who get together, so don't, like, try finding it. It's not gonna, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna come up. But I call it a retreat because it's kind of just getting away. So yeah, so super excited. I can't wait. Who's excited for the Grace Notes retreat? I am. I'm gonna be, like, talking about it until it happens. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff that's gonna happen. I'm gonna be there soups early. It doesn't start till Thursday. I'm getting there on Monday because, you know, just in case there needs to be a lot of stuff. There's going to be a lot of stuff that needs to happen, so I was like, I'm gonna help you with whatever you need. So it's gonna be like a week-long thing for me, but I live fairly close. I'm only about 2 hours down the road, not even on a good day, so it should be fine. But yeah, anyway, that's super exciting. So I will stop rambling. I didn't think this video was going to be this long. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to stop rambling. I will talk to you guys next 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, because I don't do this weekly anymore. If I had done this last week, I would have nothing to talk about because I had maybe one project done at that point. So, or like one project had been worked on, so like it would have been like a 5-minute video. This is much better. Gives you something to watch and stitch while you watch, right? Anyway, enough rambling. I will talk to you guys in 2 weeks. Have a good one. Bye.